Oh, maybe it's because I actually beat out of that. Yes, you are now a fully fledged pilot.
How the hell they find us out here?
These guys have been tailing me for weeks. Thought I lost them.
So what'd you do to piss them off?
It's kind of a long story.
These guys don't like you much, do they?
Less talking, more shooting. Hurry up, Sully.
Dude, that guy got a little bit messed up. Actually, I'm sort of wondering what that would have looked like on stream, because I'm pretty, like, his legs were, like, alternating every frame. And because I'm watching on 60 FPS, and you guys are watching on 30, that guy's legs might not have been moving at all.
They're climbing aboard!
Oh, no, you don't. Sully, where are you?
Rocket launcher!
They definitely upped the smoke density in here. Used to be able to, like, just look around in here, but there's just, like, smoke everywhere now. I do wonder what I did wrong in that chapter, because these splits are now... They're not my PB, they're not my PS3 PB, but they're sort of my PS4 PB now. And I'm still saving 5 seconds on the basically auto-scroller.
Well, that was different. Although I must admit...
Should I make this a commentary run? I should probably make this a commentary run.
Well, hang in there, old-timer.
Since it's almost certainly going to be my last one.
You know, this reminds me.
We'll see if I get past the first clip.
About the time I pawned a phony 16th century Santo off on Pablo Escobar.
Hey, AK, what's up, dude?
Risky move, but by the time he figured it out, I was... Nate, are you even listening to me?
Hanging on every word.
You really think Francis Drake came all the way up here, huh? We're an awful long way from England. Oh, man. This is like trying to find a bride in a brothel.
Well, I may as well start the commentary for this part, because it's the first skip. But yeah, there's a skip coming up that might kill me. So, but anyway, yeah, this skip, you can basically reach this platform behind you if you happen to get the tiniest amount of height. You can jump up that high, so you walk onto that tree trunk and jump backwards, and then you can grab onto the ledge from behind you.
Good work, kid.
And that allows you to skip all that platforming in that area. And that is a replacement for an otherwise really, really annoying skip that's there that only works like 1% of the time. I should have done a jump there. Whatever. And coming up, I'm going to be doing 3 wall clips, and wall clips in this are done by basically walking towards the wall, like strafing towards the wall, and mashing the aim button. And if you do that at the right speed, then this will happen, and you'll just start going through walls. So that's basically what 90% of the speedrun is, just going through walls like that, and skipping triggers, and skipping fights, and all that sort of stuff. So that's why this run can be done in under an hour quite easily. Now, I need to fall off here very slowly. like so, and then I should land in the little water box that's down here. That allows me to get back inbounds. If you don't fall slowly, you actually land inbounds, and if you land inbounds, you die from fall damage. Water in this game is rendered in a sort of weird way. Like every bit of water in the game is a huge square, basically, and it just sort of lays over the top of the terrain. So quite often you can use out of bounds water to get around places because the boundaries of the water continue long past where there are inbounds. Yeah, you still get the death scream even though you fall into water, which is pretty good. I just did chin puts so that I could scratch my head. That was pretty good. I've finally found a way to involve chin puts in Uncharted 1. But yeah, basically all of Chapter 2 is a whole bunch of really easy clips. That last one, the first one that I did, which was the one where I fell into the water, was the only sort of really tricky one. I suppose I say that, but the next one's sort of tricky as well. But yeah, the first one is the only one you can really die on, unless you get super unlucky on the next one. Yeah, I don't really have a good method for this next one yet. How you going there, Matty Dub? How did the rugby ball go? I have no idea about rugby, I'm afraid. That clip worked exactly like it was supposed to, and I haven't been able to get it to work exactly like it was supposed to ever since I started running this on PS4. I might have to look back at the VOD and see what I actually did there. I think I was halfway between where I was trying last time and where I normally try on PS3. Oh, the final's in like 4 hours? Okay, fair enough. I figured that's what Matty Dubs was talking about. I keep saying Matty Dubs, it's actually Matty Dub NZ, but I've said it too much now, I can't get it out of my head. Alright, so here we're clipping into an invisible wall, and we're just waiting for this area to change colour like that. That tells me that the game's loaded the next checkpoint, and we're actually hitting a checkpoint inside the submarine from underneath the submarine, so by reloading that checkpoint after I saw that change, I know that I can reload and get into the next area by reloading. Dude, I don't know why that didn't work. The circle inputs are being strange. I forgot to split again, god damn it. Alright, catch you later, Otsuji. Yeah, that's usually my obligatory comment on people mentioning the World Cup. It's like, that's not for another, like, 5 years yet.
Cozy.
We're still actually on pretty good time. Despite that last clip taking a little while. I reckon that would have been a blue split for chapter 2.
That's probably bad.
Huge swift rage. Bit of a fumble there, but that was alright. That guy there triggers a tutorial, but you can just roll past him. You can also jump past him, but I worked out a couple of streams ago that that's actually a really bad idea. Look up my highlights if you want to see why that's a really bad idea. I won't spoil the fun for you. So yeah, the PS4 version is run on the Explorer difficulty, and as you can see, the combat is pretty much ignorable in this. You can just blind fire things with a pistol and they'll usually die in 1 or 2 hits. The PS3 version, you have to run on easy, that's the easiest difficulty, and the fastest. And easy is actually not all that easy when you're trying to go quickly and avoid, you know, taking cover and wasting time. So it's actually sort of a relief to have the extra difficulty change in this.
Long story.
Dude up here that will only spawn sometimes. We'll kill him if he's there. Actually, you know what? I shouldn't kill that guy anymore, because the reason I used to kill him while he was up there is because if you didn't kill him there, then he would shoot you on your run over and you wouldn't be able to regenerate your health. But that's not a problem in this difficulty, so I should really stop that. After you kill that guy that I just killed, you can reload checkpoint and it'll warp you forward a little bit. So we'll do that. The disadvantage of that is it actually takes you out of combat. Something I haven't mentioned yet is that you run a lot faster when you're in combat in this game. So while I'm in combat, I'm going to be running normally, but while I'm not in combat, I'm going to be jumping everywhere. That's generally the fastest way to move. There's also a whole bunch of little other rules that you need to know as well. You'll quite often see me shooting upstairs. There's normally a really slow stair climbing animation that you avoid by shooting while you're running up them. So while I'm in combat, I will almost always be running upstairs. While shooting, that is.
Stay with me.
Oh, I actually did keep my combat speed. Okay, so yeah, perfect case in point, I'm going to be shooting up these stairs. Actually thought I lost my combat speed there, so I rolled up the first set of stairs. Now, I want to shoot this guy and then quickly run into this cutscene, and hopefully, and I think it worked, I should maintain my combat speed for this entire chapter now. No! Damn, I saw the little stumble, that usually means you get it. I don't know what I did last time, I managed to keep my combat speed for the last attempt, but then I died in chapter 4, so... clipping through that wall there is actually slower than doing it normally, like opening the gate like you normally would, but it has a very, very big advantage, which will be coming up soon. PSX has a lust for revenge. Woo! The absolute best change from the PS3 to the PS4 version is that you can no longer fall off these logs due to stupid 6-axis controls. That is all gone now, which is the best thing in the entire world. Because even if you did that part perfectly, it would still boot you off the log sometimes for no reason whatsoever. And people who know the game pretty well at this point will realize that by now I should be being shot at by about 1,000 dudes, but because we clipped through that gate right at the start of the chapter, we despawned the first load trigger for them. And we can now go through this entire chapter, because they're all linked. You can now go through all of this chapter without having to fight any dudes. Well, nearly the whole chapter. Alright, catch her in a minute, Scar. So that skip there, you're not really meant to be able to stand on that rock. Like, if you just jump directly at it, it won't really work. So we step into that particular corner, and by jumping at it at a particular angle, it'll actually recognize that you can land on top of it, which you normally can't do. And by getting on top of that rock, you can do a jump up onto that top platform there. That actually skips quite a bit, and you have to do it if you do that last skip as well, because the trigger won't load properly for you to actually finish this chapter, you know, sort of quote-unquote normally. I'm actually trying to clip through this at a slightly odd angle. I thought I was going to make it through anyway, but I'll go back a little bit and it should be alright. No, he keeps inching forward, and I can't have that. There he goes. That took a lot longer than normal. Yeah, but unfortunately because we don't have combat speed, we basically can't get combat speed for nearly this entire chapter, so we're forced to jump everywhere and it costs us about 30 or 40 seconds. But at this point my PB is not that great, so losing 30 or 40 seconds is easily redeemable later on. Right, so normally I'm super careful during this part, but I did do a slightly early jump last time, which apparently got me killed. So I'm being super duper careful along there. Because yeah, if I die here, I get warped all the way back to the start of Chapter 4, because as well as despawning all the enemy triggers, I also despawned all the checkpoints. So if I die, the last checkpoint that I actually hit was in like right at the start of Chapter 4, which is about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes ago. This last jump can screw you over if you do it wrong too. But I've learned exactly what how that last jump kills you, so we're pretty good with that jump now. That rock falling was the next trigger, so if we die now, we only go back up to there, as opposed to going all the way back to the start of Chapter 4. I would enjoy Metal Gear Solid 1. I've seen how glitchy it is, and I do have it. It's right here. I've been borrowing it from PSX for about 2 years, but I still haven't played it. Normally on the PS3 version, those two guys up there you would have to kill, but again, because of the easy difficulty in this, you can just run straight past them and keep your combat speed. I'd enjoy the story. Okay, that's sort of the first mention of the story in Metal Gear Solid. Like, lots of people tell me to play it because of, you know, they just think it's a good game and all that, but no one's ever told me to play it for the story specifically. So here we want to clip into the forest here. I clip into it in a different way than I used to on the PS3 version, and this method works a lot better than it did on the PS3 version too. I shoot while I'm in the out of bounds area there to put myself in combat, to give myself combat speed, and apart from that, that's basically all of Chapter 4, provided I don't get hit by these stupid traps at the end like I did a couple of runs ago. The storyline is hilarious. I actually didn't know, like, I was sort of under the impression that Metal Gear Solid started out all serious, and then it got silly later on. Gonna lose some time here, apparently. At least compared to my best split. I'm trying to think out what from, actually. Oh yeah, because of combat speed, of course. Because of combat speed. Damn it, why does he keep grabbing onto that now? I got the quick jump there. It's a little bit awkward to jump onto that vine, gain momentum, and jump off it without getting yourself killed. There is a skip here on the PS3 version. It's actually a really, really cool skip, but it actually works too well in this version because of the new frame rate.
Thank you.
And as a result, you actually get launched into space, basically, if you try it in this version. Whereas it used to launch you into the courtyard and skip a bunch of this stuff. Well, like, I think this is probably only about 20 seconds slower in reality. You basically launch yourself into this courtyard from the vine. So if you got it first try, you'd probably save 30 seconds or something. That took a lot of shots, and I don't know why. Oh dude, I've still got combat speed. I shouldn't have shot, actually, because I shot to get that guy in combat with me. It usually takes a few seconds to kick in, but I was already in combat with something still. I got no idea what, but anyway, I won't complain. Hey, Strickshaw. They sort of did, actually. They fixed a lot of, like, general gameplay bugs, but they didn't really bother patching out any speed tech. The hard lock that happens in Chapter 17 is gone now, and a couple of other, like, just small things that happen. Like, there's a couple of other little bugs that sort of just affected regular gameplay that aren't really speedrun relevant. And they were all fixed. It was mainly, you know, crashes and stuff that were fixed, as opposed to, you know, really particular speedrunning things that only speedrunners would know about and run into. I'm kind of surprised they didn't fix the Vine launch, though, to be honest. Because that's sort of something that... It's not something that you will deliberately run into in a regular playthrough, but it's something you could probably accidentally stumble across. Like, it's easy to notice that sometimes when you hit jump at the right time against a wall, the weird stuff happens, and if you kept repeating that, like if you got interested and you kept repeating it, you could easily find that by yourself without, like, really knowing what it was going to do. Alright, let's hopefully not die here. I've had a lot of trouble with this skip the last few runs. Ooh, I got lucky there actually, but that worked. I suppose I didn't. He vaulted up onto that, which means I did hit the jump button in time. It just felt bad. I was a little bit slow on hitting the button, so I thought I was going to be too late. It is actually faster to clip through the wall up here, but you have to deal with this camera angle change, and it really freaks me out. I don't think it saves a lot of time anyway. Alright, so we're going to shoot one time up there. That just stops that guy from getting on the mounted gun. And that's about it. That's all we really need to do, because the mounted gun, even on Explorer difficulty, will kill you very easily. As a matter of fact, I don't think the mounted gun's damage changes between any of the difficulties. I'd love to see like an analysis of that or something, because I reckon that might be the case. Explosions and like environmental effects damage all seems to stay the same. Lost a bit of time there because I didn't change weapons fast enough, but that was actually pretty good all in all. Back with lunch, awesome. I had a like really early dinner, so I'm sort of getting hungry again now. I might have some toast before I go to bed. Oh, I'm out of combat now. Alright, something I didn't mention before is that some cutscenes are skippable purely by doing reloads. There was one of those a while ago that was very specific. You had to wait for a certain amount of the cutscene to elapse before you skipped it. In that case, as soon as it starts, you can basically just reload checkpoint to skip it. I haven't actually tried leaving two guys alive here. I don't think it's going to matter. The other guy just didn't line up in an easy spot to kill him at, so I just had to let him go. Alright, there's a bit of a tricky jump here that's actually a skip. It just looks like a sort of a well-timed jump, but yeah, I mistimed it, but I think I mistimed it in such a way that I'll hit the checkpoint anyway. No, I didn't. Damn. Usually if you jump on that side, you will get a backup checkpoint and you won't really lose that much time. That's right, I would have only lost about 10 seconds because of that. But yeah, you meant to actually jump around and jump around a couple of extra pillars there. But you can, if you time that jump exactly right, you can go straight across. But yeah, you sort of have to do it like a ghost jump. You have to jump off a non-existent piece of terrain, which you can sort of do if you have your step animation
So what
land
were
in the
you
right
looking
spot.
for, huh?
You'd fallen through the world a few times on the PS3 version. I didn't notice anything like that on my first playthrough.
Oh crap.
I'm sort of wondering how you would do that, actually. Like, just knowing the bits of speed tech that I know, like, I don't really know how you would replicate it in accidental circumstances. Like, clipping through things and that. I'm sure it's possible, but... The tech is very specific. Like, it's not too hard to execute, but you sort of have to know what to do it. It's not something anyone would try just sort of accidentally. I really need to go to the bathroom, and I'm pretty sure I don't have to continue fighting here, but I'm too paranoid to go away. But I've tested this out. I've tested not fighting during this entire section, and as long as you kill the first main enemy, then you can pretty much ignore the rest of it. Anyway, I don't really need to go to the bathroom. I just sort of half want to go to the bathroom. I can wait another 30 minutes. The world just disappeared under you. I can definitely think of instances in Uncharted 3 where that would happen. I'm not so sure about this one though. Another skippable while reloading cutscene here. You can actually use the engine cooldown sound there as a bit of an indicator on when that cutscene's about to show up too. That's why I usually get a pretty good have a pretty good idea of when that cutscene's gonna load. Managed to jump over and out of the world. Yeah, the sky launch tech is probably something that people might accidentally run into, just because of how random it is, and it can happen in so many places. So if you got launched like really high into the air, then yeah, that probably was a bit of tech that we know about. I'm not sure if anyone's really had a look at the launches in this, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be affected by the same thing as the Vine launch. I reckon all the sky launches are now going to launch you way further than they used to.
We made it!
I can't believe that worked!
So who was that guy?
Just an old business associate. Oh, look out!
Oh no!
I think I'm actually going to save a few seconds here. 12? Damn, that's pretty damn good. I don't know what happened there last time on those splits. Because it's an auto-scroller, so like you can't save any time there really. So I must have failed to shoot the that truck at the end like once or something, which happens every now and again when I'm not paying attention. I really hate it when they throw a grenade because it shakes the screen, and when you're trying to run it across this incredibly narrow ledge here, it's really off-putting. I'm gonna try and take this a little safer than I did last time, because I really want to finish this run. Oh, really?
What happened to this place?
The whole city's completely flooded.
Last time I just ran straight through here without shooting these barrels, and I'm pretty sure it's relatively safe to do so, but
Gonna have to cover us.
I'm a little bit paranoid now. Should be okay to go past this one. I might shoot this last one, especially now that I've taken a couple of hits. Oh shit, one's still there. Whatever. We made it. That's the main thing. Alright, and normally there's a cutscene, well, it's sort of a semi-cutscene here where the jet ski slows down, but you can skip that by reloading. And I shoot there to put myself in combat before I get up here. Oh, I'm never going to get used to that camera judder. I don't know why that happens in this version and not the PS3 version, but anyway. So now we're in Chapter 10. We were just in Chapter 9, but that clip is actually a really huge skip. But this area hasn't loaded properly yet, so we're going to do all sorts of funky stuff to get towards Chapter 11, so we can load properly. I use OBS to stream. And by going up through the floor of this building, you can, it'll basically automatically load once you enter it, and you can use this to get through towards Chapter 11. This is basically the very end of Chapter 10 now. But again, not everything hasn't loaded properly yet, so we're basically going to try and clip through everything to advance. Now this door gave me a lot of trouble last time, so fingers crossed it'll let me through now. Come on. There we go. That wasn't too bad. The only problem with doing all of these skips is that if I die here, the game has literally no idea where I am, and it fails to load the checkpoint. It's broken enough that you can't even load checkpoints. So if you die here, it's run over, basically. And because there's normally QTEs associated with some of these little platforms, some of those jumps are a lot harder than they might seem, because they're normally resolved purely by QTEs. Alright, so we used to not load this chapter at all, and it didn't load the combat as a result, but now that we're on an easy difficulty, we can actually take a few of these hits in order to get through here a little bit faster. But we still had to wait there for that mounted gun to stop shooting at us, otherwise that definitely would have killed us before we got over. This also has the added advantage of putting us in combat again for this section, where sometimes you lose your combat speed here. But that went a lot better than last time. Yeah, the last time I streamed FF7 it was the Steam version. The time before that was an emulated version. When I was doing hard type, it was the PS1 version that was patched on an emulator. But New Threat was the Steam version.
Sweet. This is what I'm talking about.
I got you, Kool-Aid.
That was a lot better than last
This
time.
river ought to take us right up to the monastery.
I still lost time though, damn. No, I didn't have to do any weird stuff to get FF7 to capture. I just used window capture. Midstream just fine. Oh god. the Elaine RNG is real. Yeah, the remake of FF7 is just one of the... It's like the Duke Nukem Forever thing. It doesn't matter how good it is, everyone's gonna hate it. And that's kind of sad. Because it's not gonna be exactly the same. What I was kind of hoping is that they would put, you know, they would make it a new game and they would, you know, sort of reinvent it to a certain degree, but they would put in a mode that was basically, you know, old school turn-based. Just so you could go through that again if you wanted to. Because I imagine if they're going to put in like a really fancy combat system, it probably wouldn't be that hard to put in an old school turn-based combat system as well. Like all the graphic detail is already going to be there for it. It would be cool if they decided to do that. It wasn't the best chapter, but I didn't die, that's the main thing.
Alright? Okay. Let's head up to the monastery and see what's going on.
Come on. We're sort of past most of the really dangerous parts of the run. There's just the main combat section now. Got a couple of... Actually, no, there is one clip that can go wrong. It usually doesn't, but it can. I actually remembered the roll there, but I did it too late.
These goons could be up ahead.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious to see what they do with that. I consider myself pretty open-minded to it being, you know, quite different. As long as, like, the story needs to stay the same, obviously. And, like, not even exactly the same, it just needs to stay, you know, very recognizable to what the original was. If they want to make a few little changes here and there, then, you know, go for it. And they've already confirmed that, like, all of the silly parts are staying in, like the honeybee inn's going to be there and all that sort of stuff, so, you know, if they're keeping that, then I'm pretty confident that they're going to keep the story quite, you know...
Shoot to kill!
Quite, traditional. I was trying to conserve as much ammo as I could there, because I want to save a fair bit of ammo in this pistol.
Let's just find Sullivan and get the hell out of here.
These, pistols are actually really good. Like, they were some of the best weapons in the game. Like, even on, like, harder difficulties, it doesn't kill in one hit, but, you can hold a lot more ammo on it. It usually takes, like, 2 or 3 shots to kill someone, so... I find them a lot more versatile than, like, your Desert 5s. Because you don't have to, you're not forced to, you know, basically hit with every single shot. And that was the clip I was sort of worried about, so... We should be okay, but I don't think the floor's loading. Why isn't the floor loading? Just gonna try and shimmy back and forward a bit here. Okay, it did load. It just didn't have the little indicator for it loading. I usually shimmy across to the right-hand side there, and if he puts his arm out to jump over to another platform, that means all the collisions load and I can drop down, but he didn't do it that time for some reason. That's why I was jumping around back and forward there for a little bit. Clip out through here, get past that gate. That gate used to end every single one of my runs, but Covert helped me work out a method that got me through there. Alright, we're going to try this method of doing this clip this time, because that worked really well last time. The other method didn't work at all. Oh dude, I clipped through the corner. I guess we'll try here again, since we're here now. Oh come on dude, this is a really good run. Why is... Okay, there we go. We got through there. That was the main thing.
Wait a second.
I don't know why, but that clip's gotten a lot harder in this version. I didn't have any trouble with it until today, though. Like, I've done it a few times before now. The honeybee in HD. It's a bit of time, but that's alright.
Well, there's no way but forward.
Yeah, I hope Vincent and Yuffie become not optional characters so they can appear in cutscenes and stuff. And have a little bit more storyline to them.
What is this place?
A really elaborate
Because
way to hide the damn
besides
treasure.
their own little side quests, they don't really get fleshed out in FF7 a lot because they're optional characters.
Wait a second.
Yeah, that's usually why I don't try and jump through here. Again, I would try and shoot up these stairs, but I'm trying to conserve ammo for the next combat section. And I don't have combat speed anyway, so shooting upstairs isn't hugely beneficial at this point. I wonder who Troy Baker will voice. Everybody! Alright, here's a sort of a once-off glitch that you'll only see once. You can jump from mid-air if you vault over cover and mash jump on the other side. It's a pretty cool glitch. And it's good that it actually gets used there. Alright, so this combat section is a little bit tricky because there are two rocket launcher guys that will spawn as I move forward during the combat, so I have to be really careful about how I kill the first few guys after these. Basically, as soon as I get over here, he's gonna spawn, so I need the shoulder on the other side. There he is, but he's hiding behind that pole. Okay, I got him. So we're pretty much in the clear now. Because all of these other guys pretty much don't do any damage. But there is still another guy who can snipe me if I'm really, really unlucky. So I'm going to be as careful as I possibly can be. There we go. Yeah, if you're really unlucky, that guy will just walk around the corner, immediately shoot something before you can even, you know, think about it. Even if you're like prepared like I was there and already aiming at him, he will kill you before you can even see him, basically. Yet again, we're just going to shoot with an empty gun to run up these stairs a little faster. I want to try and keep the shotgun ammo even though I wasted a little bit of it. There's a weird difference with ammo in this game too. Like normally I would have 16 shotgun ammo now, but I only have 8. I don't know what that's all about.
There's gotta be a way out.
Oh wow.
Here.
How did I save that much time there? I lost. I was in such wonderment at that time save that I lost a bit of time staring at my timer. I think I lost like 1 second or something.
Now you're heavier than you look. Can you reach it?
And this split is obviously broken because it thinks I'm already. I could have already beaten
Looks
this
like
split.
an old hoist or something. There's a rope. I'll try to lower it down to you.
I'm trying to decide whether
Oh,
or not
see
we
a
can
tunnel.
still
We can
get
get
sub
out this
50.
way.
I mean, there must be 9 seconds I can save somewhere. But there's not really that much time to save in the last few chapters. I could just get a couple of clean clips, and that's about it, really. I can shoot the last one of these as early as possible. That'll help out a little bit, but that's sort of hard to time.
Damn! It's totally rusted in. It won't move.
As if I end up getting a really good time and I'm down to the point where I'm trying to save, 30 or so seconds out of a run, I might get down to the point where I will memorize where all of these guys spawn from. so that I always make sure that I get the final kill as quickly as possible. But I'm not sort of down to that level yet. Pretty sure this part's timed, so it doesn't matter.
It's moving! Grab the rope! Come on, Nate!
Alright, so in the PS3 version, there is a hard lock in this corridor that is fortunately patched in this version. So, on the PS3 version, like if you ever watch a run, you'll probably see people like opening the menu a whole bunch here. But fortunately we don't have to do that anymore because yeah, it wastes a lot of time. And it's still sort of, it's not random, but it's, if you want to like save as much time as possible, it can be a little bit inconsistent. Still lost 10 seconds, that's a bit annoying. I probably can't sub 50 now. That was pretty clean there. Oh, just saved 10. It'll be really, really, really close. I do have the faster method of getting to the door here.
Sully, are you there? Damn it! Sully, come in!
Oh, thank God, Nate. Where are you?
Heading your way. They've got Elena. We have to stop them.
Yeah, got problems of my own. Bastards have me pinned down outside the church.
Almost there.
Sub 50 is real. It's gonna be really, really close.
Watch it!
I shot a little bit early and I got myself in combat speed earlier than I thought, earlier than I usually do. So that will help out a little bit. I've got to get, I don't think I've got a really good clip here, in a run on PS4 yet, so maybe I can save a bit of time here. When we're talking, you know, 1 or 2 seconds, it might be possible. That wasn't too bad. It's 4 seconds. I've got to find another 3 seconds and I'm good.
Drake didn't want to get the treasure off the island, Sully. He was trying to stop it from leaving. It's cursed or something.
Oh, Nate, for God's sake.
Look, I know it sounds crazy. You just gotta trust me.
World record is 45 something or other. I don't know the actual time though, sorry. It's a lot lower than what I'm going for. Had to slow down a bit there, that was a bit annoying. Oh no! I just lost like 4 seconds there. I still save time over my splits. It's gonna come down to a couple of clean clips here. Ooh, that was pretty good! Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me! Well, I've given myself the best possible chance. That's all I can say. Hey, Tsunami, what's up, dude?
Oh, crap, now what?
Got you.
No! I just wasted like a quarter of a second there where I totally didn't need to. I was trying to shave frames on that last little jump. It's gonna be so close. I don't think I'm gonna be like 1 second off. Yes! 0.8 of a second, motherfucker. Oh, dude.
Elena.
The sub 50 is actually real.
Elena.
By the tiniest of narrow margins.
Can you stand?
Okay.
You alright?
Oh, Nate!
That was like that very, very slightly beats my last in-game time.
Adios, asshole.
Because the last in-game time was 50:0098. But I'll be interested to see what the in-game time is. And thanks, guys. It's good to finally have a sub 50 time, even though this is on the easier version now, but... I hit the final split as soon as the square button disappears from the screen.
Save the world, triumph over evil. Pretty typical.
Really?
It's a shame we're leaving empty-handed, though.
And that was a, more or less a commentary, and I let the commentary sort of slide once I realized that the sub 50 was a remote possibility.
I thought you might miss this.
Look at those last few splits, though. I just kept shaving tiny amounts of time.
Yeah.
Like 11 seconds, then 5 seconds, then 1 second, then 3 seconds.
Sully! Wow, you look like hell.
You should see the other guy. Got us a boat.
And every single one of those seconds was needed.
Yeah, big boat.
I like this one better.
Sully, you beautiful son of a bitch!
Borrowed it off a couple of pirates who were too dead to care.
Yeah, the splits would have looked like they were hit about probably 1.5 seconds early. But if you go back to the start, you'll find that they started 1.5 seconds late as well. Because there's no delay on the splits, but there is a 1.5 second delay on the gameplay.
That's alright. There'll be other stories. You still owe me one.
I'm good for it.
$48.11.62. Not too shabby. I will definitely take that.